Welcome to another video from Liverpool TV News. And today, we brought another video to let you updated of everything about the Reds. More before going to content already leaves your like and subscribe to the channel. Only 14 Liverpool players guaranteed Anfield future ahead of summer revamp. Liverpool are set for a summer of change with several members of Jurgen Klopp's squad facing uncertain futures. Liverpool are poised for a busy summer on the transfer front with the Reds, at the very least, in need of a midfield revamp. Having fallen agonizingly short of winning an unprecedented quadruple last year, Jurgen Klopp's side have fallen drastically short of such standards this year. Suffering premature exits from the Champions League and both domestic cups, they currently sit 6th in the Premier League table. 7 points off the top 4. Liverpool have 12 matches left to salvage their season and qualify for next year's Champions League. They will then look to regroup and ensure that this transitional period lasts only 1 year. With a number of players out of contract at the end of the season, there will inevitably some Liverpool exits come the summer. Meanwhile, given the Reds' disappointing performances this year, a number of Klopp's squad have also seen question marks arise over their Anfield futures. Goalkeepers. Alisson Becker remains Liverpool's undisputed #1 goalkeeper and has been one of their best performers this season. Under contract until 2027, it would be a major surprise to see the 30-year-old leave anytime soon. However, it's a different story for his deputies at Anfield. Now 24 years old, the time arguably feels right for Callum Kelleher to move on and make himself a first choice elsewhere, having shone as the Reds' #2. A fee upwards of £20 million may tempt Liverpool to do business. Meanwhile, Adrian is now 36 and out of contract in the summer. Defenders. Liverpool have been poor defensively this season, but a clear first-choice back four still seems to be in place. Ibrahima Konate has made himself a key man alongside Virgil van Dijk, while Trent Alexander-Arnold, despite suffering the worst season of his career, and Andy Robertson are still undisputed at fullback. However, it's a different story in reserve as speculation about Joel Matip's future continues. Out of contract in 2024, the Cameroonian turns 32 in August and continues to be troubled by injury. Enduring a poor season, it is possible he could be allowed to move on. Joe Gomez has equally struggled for consistency, but his future looked slightly more secure. The England international only signed a new long-term contract last summer, is still only 25, and his versatility across the back four remains most beneficial. His homegrown and club-trained status is also most valuable when it comes to naming Premier League and European squads. However, there is no avoiding the fact that his form remains a concern and the Reds continue to be linked with a number of new centre-backs. At fullback, Calvin Ramsey has been plagued by injuries during his first season on Merseyside. Still only 19, a loan move could be plausible if it's deemed he would benefit from starting football. Kostas Tsimikas remains back up to Robertson and is closing in on the final 2 years of his contract. The Greek has established himself as a fully capable deputy, but it remains to be seen if the 26-year-old remains content in a backup role. He would be a sellable asset, but Liverpool would likely have no desire moving him on unless he asks to depart. Elsewhere, Nat Phillips is likely to be sold if a suitable bid is made following a number of seasons as the Reds' fifth-choice centre-back. Midfielders. Naby Keita and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain are both out of contract in the summer and look set to leave the club, while Juventus loanee Arthur Melo will also return to Turin at the end of his temporary contract. Veteran vice-captain James Milner's current contract also expires in the summer. However, it remains possible that the 37-year-old signs a new 1-year extension. Midfield has given Klopp the biggest headache this season, with the form of Fabinho and Jordan Henderson a big problem in particular. However, the pair are under contract until 2026 and 2025 respectively. With a midfield revamp taking place this summer, could the Brazilian be a sellable asset if Liverpool wished to raise funds? It is up to the 29-year-old to rediscover his best form in the weeks ahead to extinguish any suggestion that he is a player the Reds should consider moving on. Meanwhile, a midfield revamp should leave captain Henderson, who will turn 33 this summer, as an experienced rotational option. To a lesser extent, the same can be said of Thiago Alcantara ahead of the soon-to-be 32-year-old Spaniard's contract expiring in 2024. Stefan Bajcetic has been a standout performer for Liverpool since establishing himself in Klopp's first team in 2023. While he might not be as frequent a starter next season if the Reds' midfield revamp is a success, the 18-year-old is set up to be a key player at Anfield for years to come. The same can be said of fellow teenager Harvey Elliott, who is the only player to feature in every Liverpool match this season. While he has been inconsistent at times, his future at the club is secure. In contrast, fellow youngster Curtis Jones continues to be troubled by injury. Yet to be more than a squad player at Anfield, question marks over his long-term future remain. The 22-year-old's contract runs until 2027 while, like Gomez, his homegrown and club-trained status is most valuable. However, he needs to start delivering on his early potential. Forwards. Roberto Firmino has already confirmed he will leave Liverpool at the end of his contract this summer, but the rest of the Reds' attacking options can be confident regarding their place at the club. Despite rumours linking him with an exit if Liverpool fail to qualify for the Champions League, Mohamed Salah's agent continues to suggest otherwise. Besides, the Reds' Egyptian king signed a new contract with the club last summer to become the best-paid player in its history. Meanwhile, Darwin Núñez and Cody Gakpo are both new signings at Anfield and, both aged 23, look set to have long futures with the club after encouraging displays this season. Luis Diaz can also be confident regarding his future, despite tentative recent speculation linking him with a move, as the Colombian closes in on a return from knee surgery after the March international break. Diogo Jota has also been linked with a summer move in recent weeks but, like Salah, he signed a long-term contract last year. The Portuguese is admittedly a sellable asset if Liverpool need to raise funds, yet such thinking is unlikely. Elsewhere, Fabio Carvalho has struggled for game time since joining from Fulham with a loan move not beyond the realms of possibility. Overall, the stage is set for a busy summer at Anfield as a result, with at least 6 senior players poised to depart as things stand. Considering the majority of Klopp's squad have won every major honour going over the past 6 years, it's a telling sign of the times that arguably only 14 players are certain of their futures as we head towards the end of the season. The Liverpool squad will look quite different next year as a result, and not just because of a planned midfield revamp. In the meantime, a number of Klopp's ranks still have to play for their futures in an attempt to prove that such major surgery is not actually required. Set to stay: Alisson, Van Dijk, Konate, Thiago, Salah, Henderson, Gakpo, Elliott, Diaz, Jota, Robertson, Núñez, Bajcetic, Alexander-Arnold. Uncertain: Gomez, Fabinho, Milner, out of contract, Jones, Tsimikas, Ramsey, Carvalho, Matip. Likely to leave: Keita, out of contract, Firmino, out of contract, Adrian, out of contract, Oxlade-Chamberlain, out of contract, Arthur, loan expires, Phillips, Kelleher. I hope you liked it. Do not forget to like and see you in the next video.